here come the front runners. McLaughlin goes with a 6-4. Coulthard with a 6-4. Whincup with a 6-7. Van Gisbergen, a 6-8. James Courtney, good job, a 6-9.
And Mark Winterbottom now peels back into the pit lane. Anton's just jumped up into position number 3 as well. So there's a heap of people in that mid-6 range at the moment. Very tight margin between the two Shell V-Power Racing team drivers. That's only 2/100ths of a second per cat after the huge repair on that car last night, up into 5th position. Mostert gets into the top 10 as well. Remember, this is to determine the grid for race 14 of the championship, the first race that we see today. Heimgartner's just jumped up into 6th spot. We're 10 seconds away from the checkered flag. Shane Van Gisbergen currently sitting in 7th position.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's incredibly tight. It's only 0.4 of a second covering the top 10 cars, and in comes Shane. So, Bet Easy Darwin Triple Crown, Armour All qualifying, race 14. Scott McLaughlin, how's that margin? 2/100ths of a second. A couple of tenths up on Anton De Pasquale from Jamie Whincup, Nick Percat. Andre Heimgartner, Shane Van Gisbergen, David Reynolds, Mark Winterbottom and Chaz Mostert. That is the top 10. 0.48 is the gap. Scott Pye, James Courtney, Cam Waters, Rick Kelly, Jack LeBrock, Corley Jones, Lee Holdsworth, Alex Davis and Chris Pither, Jake Kostecki that Mark spoke about before, Todd Hazelwood. Very difficult day yesterday. Big rebuild into the evening. In fact, it was midnight when Brad Jones Racing got out last night.
If he can get it onto the straight nice, it looked like he did. Let's have a look what McLaughlin can do. It's a 6-3, beautiful lap.
So some learnings from the driver, possibly from the engineering group. All the conditions have made the fastest time we've seen. A 6-7 for Mostert. Van Gisbergen punches a 6-7. Whincup gets in the game. He's done a 6-5. Waters jumps up into position number 5. LeBrock is position number 8. Holdsworth position 9. He had a tricky day yesterday. James Courtney, position 10. Not a bad recovery, all things considered.
Exactly.
So 1 minute 6.3 for Scott McLaughlin. He's on another provisional Armour All pole. Nick Percat, heavily damaged car yesterday, runs to the line in the R&J Batteries car. Position 10 for him, up 9 spots. Macaulay Jones up to 11th. Mark Winterbottom. Irwin Racing entry, the yellow and blue Commodore off the final corner. He's currently sitting last. He won't stay there for long. Moves it up into 14th position, up 10 places.
So that's a great job, Macaulay Jones, to be 11th after all that damage from yesterday. In fact, he's only 0.06 of a second slower than Nick Percat. So that's an exceptional job by young Macca. But how's the margin from 1 to 2? From McLaughlin to Whincup is 0.32 of a second. He has smashed them.
It's a Shell V-Power Racing and Red Bull Holden Racing team. Front row of the grid. Second row will consist of Shane Van Gisbergen and Chaz Mostert. Walkinshaw Andretti United for Mobil 1 and Appliances Online. Waters and Coulthard 5 and 6. Kelly De Pasquale 7 and 8. David Reynolds and Nick Percat will form the 5th row of the grid. Positions 9 and 10. Macaulay Jones, good job, 0.6 of a second away. Difficult day for him. Big rebuild on that car last night. Jack LeBrock, Lee Holdsworth, Mark Winterbottom, Courtney Jacobson, Kostecki, Heimgartner, Davis and Smith. And those on the final page include Pye, Fullwood, Pither and Hazelwood.